right, a very good morning to you and welcome to the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. This is what we do every Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays here on Flow 94.9 FM. We look at issues that are affecting us as Nigerians and as Avians. So thank you so much for joining me on the platform this morning. My name is Ginika Onwusibe. Now, the business of lawmaking is a serious one, and as such, anyone vying to become one must have a clear agenda on what he has in stock for the people in terms of adequate representation. People, especially in rural areas, rely so much on the lawmakers to have their voices heard and their feelings communicated to the government. Based on this, our focus on the platform this morning centers on Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency. As the Labour Party candidate, Honorable Ginger Onwusibe will be my guest this morning. You'll meet him shortly after this time out.
This is Political Update. As the ongoing strike by the academic staff union in universities enters its 8th month, President Muhammadu Buhari says corruption in the education sector is undermining the federal government's investment. Buhari, who was speaking at the 4th National Summit on diminishing corruption in the public sector in Abuja, said monies disbursed to the Ministry of Education alone constitute only a fraction of the government's total commitment to the sector. The president challenged the notion that the incessant strikes, especially by unions in tertiary education, often indicate gross underfunding, stressing that those who go on prolonged strikes and flimsy reasons are no less complicit. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Abia State has released the final list of governorship candidates for the 2023 election in the state. The list contained names of Abga's governorship candidate Greg Ribe, Labour Party's Alex Oti, PDP's Uche Ikunne, as well as the YPP governorship candidate Chima Nwafo, amongst others. The final list precedes the commencement of the governorship campaigns slated for October 12th, 2022, according to INEC timetable. That was Political Updates. I am Wisdom Thomas.
So welcome back to the program. Before that break, I told you that on the platform this morning, we will be looking at Isialangwa North South Federal Constituency. That election will be coming next year, February, precisely. And we'll look at the people that will be vying for that particular position in Isialangwa North and South. One of them is Honorable Ginger Onwusibe. He is a Labour Party candidate, and presently he occupies the seat of Isialangwa North State Constituency at the Abia State House of Assembly. He is my guest and already seated in the studio. Thank you so much, Honorable, for joining me on the program this morning.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning, Abians, and good morning, listeners.
Okay. Now, let's start this way. Many people believe that you've been an LGA chairman, as a local government chairman, severally, maybe appointed and elected, and presently you occupy the seat of the Isialangwa North State Constituency at the Abia State House of Assembly. Some time ago, you've been an essay to the governor, and right now you are vying for the seat of the House of Representatives. Many people will be wondering, what exactly are you bringing to the table this time around? You've been in government, you've seen it all. What else are you bringing to the table this time around?
Thank you very much. Let me also place on record that I started as an elected councillor to represent the people of Amaponte, Ward 5 then. That was in 1999. I became the state chairman of councillors and also became the leader of Isialangwa North Legislative Council. Why I say this is to place on record that I started from the legislative branch of government.
Okay.
Today, I am a member of Abia State House of Assembly, representing the people of Isialangwa North State Constituency. And I think our people can verify that in less than 4 years, what they have seen, they have not seen it before. Based on that, I think I have the requisite experience. I have the capacity, I have the competence, I have the capability to represent Isialangwa North and South at the Federal House of Representatives. And a lot of things are yet to be done in Isialangwa North and South. And I feel that I have the capacity to bridge that gap. In the first instance, there is a very important project that is located in Isialangwa North. That is the inland container depot, what they call dry port or dry seaport. It's a federal concern, it's a federal government project. Every zone, there's 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, is approved. Every zone, you have one. That of Southeast is in Isialangwa North.
Okay.
And we did everything possible to ensure that the state government ensures that that project is executed. But unfortunately, up till now, we have not seen anything. That is the major thing I'm going to work for when I get to the National Assembly. I will cause the federal government to ensure that the concessionaires and all the people who are supposed to be involved get involved, so that that project will come to reality. Because it's a very important project. It's a port of final destination where goods are shipped from any part of the world, and it arrives there and is cleared there. You can imagine the type of employment it's going to create for our people, and you can imagine even the type of IGR it's going to give to the state. So that is the major signature project I am going to ensure that it comes to reality. And many other things we are going to ensure our people get when we get to the National Assembly.
Okay, I understand that you are the House Committee Chairman on Works and Project Monitoring. When you look around Abia State today, there are so many ongoing projects. Some have been abandoned. And, you have a duty to do a kind of oversight function, especially with your committee. Are you doing that? Take, for instance, in Abia North, when there's no much state government presence in terms of project. What are you doing in this regard?
Well, our function is primarily representation, lawmaking, and oversight. When it comes to oversight, you can bear me witness that my committee, we have spoken out, we have said a lot of things against the ways in which projects are handled in Abia State. Today, I'm being victimized. Today, I'm being lampooned and lambasted by government. Reasons because of the fact that we tell them the truth. We tell them that most of the projects are substandard. We tell them most of them are abandoned. We tell them most of them are overpriced and all that. So our own is to say the way it is. We do resolutions. These resolutions are advisory, and it's left for the executive branch of government to listen to what we have said and implement what we have said.
So at what point did you start telling the government? Is it
from the onset?
Even when you were, because I know that you are in PDP, were you saying that
I was in PDP. I just left PDP a few months ago.
Yes.
If I can tell you that since I left PDP, the House went to recess. The House is just coming back now. So all these things I'm saying are things we have, the issues we have raised a long time ago, issues we have been talking about a long time ago. Yeah.
So even when you were a member of the PDP.
Sure.
So we will still get to that, but let us, maybe, could that be the reason you actually left PDP? Probably you were saying the truth and you have been victimized, and one of the victimization is making sure that you left PDP. Is that the true position?
No, one of the victimizations is making sure that we don't get nomination in PDP. The government in power ensure that people like us don't return back to the House of Assembly, don't get nomination in PDP. But because of the fact that we know that we are popular, we know that our people, we have acceptability of our people, we can win election from any platform, we decided to leave the party and seek our mandate from another platform. So it's not, we didn't leave the party because we have the leadership of the party, government in power, because they have seen that Onwusibe is outspoken, Ginger Onwusibe stands for the truth. Ginger Onwusibe is against cutting corners. They say this kind of people are not the kind of people we need back to the House of Assembly, and we are going to teach them a lesson. We are going to ensure they don't get our nomination again. To hell with your nomination, because we are running a multi-party system where if you don't get nomination here, you can get it here, but it's only a vehicle you use to get to your destination. So that is it. Okay,
because so many people believe that you actually left the PDP simply because, like you said, you were not given the party ticket. But is that the best way to leave a party that you've benefited so much from? You've become a councillor, you become an LGA chairman, a house member, and now you are vying for the House of Reps simply because they didn't give you that ticket.
No, it's not. Let me also correct this impression.
Okay.
If there was real internal democracy in the party and you contest for a primary election and you lose, you have no reason to leave. First of all, I didn't even contest the election.
Or you purchased form?
Yes, I purchased form at the point of delegate congresses. At that point, when we saw the way they handled it, the constitution of the party is clear on how delegates to the ad hoc delegates will emerge. It's simple. All card-carrying members of every ward will come out and elect delegates. So when we saw there was no delegate congresses, when we saw they just sat in a room and wrote the list of delegates, there was no need coming to participate in that. So me personally, I simply resigned from the party.
Okay, now let's look at your activities at the Abia State House of Assembly. We'll still visit this issue we are talking about, because I also understand that you visited the force headquarters some time ago. I want to know exactly what happened. What took you to the force headquarters in Abuja? Did you have issues with the police? What exactly happened?
Okay, the police force headquarters in Abuja invited me for a petition that was written by the governor against me, that I'm threatening his life, I'm threatening to kill him, and all that. So I went to force headquarters to answer the petition. Okay, so the matter has been settled? Well, I have stated my own side of the story. It's left for the police to investigate to know if there is substance in that petition or if there is no substance. Okay, now, as a member of the Abia State House of Assembly, let's look at the bills you've sponsored. I know there's one, I think, bill. It's a law now against violence against human beings, whether man or woman. It's operational. You sponsored that bill. Yes. What exactly is that bill supposed to do? Yes, it's just a bill to protect the common man, a bill to ensure that people are given equal opportunities, a bit to ensure that, there are some people who believe that when they get to a certain class, they are above the law, so that people are not molested, people are not treated badly, people are not treated badly because they don't have anybody, or they don't have people in government, or they are not rich, or they are nobody, they are common people. That is just, the bill is targeted to protect the common man. Okay. Which other bills have you sponsored in Abia? Yes, I have a bill on the establishment of a vehicle, Abia State plate number production agency. That bill is supposed to have been passed by now. The bill is expected to establish vehicle plate numbers. And the essence of that bill is to ensure that vehicle owners can access plate numbers as easy as ABC. Sometimes when you buy a vehicle, you want to register your vehicle, they will tell you that the plate number will come out in 1 week or in 2 weeks' time, and all that. It is also expected to generate revenue for Abia State. In Lagos, we have such an authority that produces plate numbers. We have been working on that bill, and I believe that before the end of this tenure, that bill will be passed into law.
Now, talking about the activities of the Abia State House of Assembly, which you are also a member of, are you aware of that particular judgment made by Onwusibe High Court saying that TIMAS, I'm sure you know TIMAS, TIMAS is not really a creation of the law. Is Abia State House of Assembly aware of this, and what are you doing in this regard?
Yes, Abia State House of Assembly is aware. But the issue is that the content of the judgment, by my own interpretation, is that is on nomenclature.
Okay.
It's not that there is no law establishing TIMAS. The Sister Assembly actually passed that law, and I think the actual name is not TIMAS. It's Abia State something.
Okay.
Maybe because it's difficult for them to mention the abbreviation, they chose to use TIMAS. And it's nowhere TIMAS is seen in the law. So I think the judgment is right. What I also believe is that the name TIMAS is no longer the name. They have been asked to go and use the appropriate name as established in the law. Okay. It's not as if the court scrapped TIMAS. Okay. It's not as if the law said there is nothing like TIMAS. They are saying this name is not known to the laws of Abia State.
Okay, and you're also aware that Abia State University Teaching Hospital lost accreditation for medical students.
Yes.
What have you done in that respect? Because many people are looking up to Abia State House of Assembly to at least take it up. We had when Abia Poly had similar issue, but their own license has been restored. In Abia State University Teaching Hospital, what is happening? Why is
Abia State House of Assembly summoned all the stakeholders, all the stakeholders that are supposed to be involved, to let this House of Assembly know the reasons for this issue of de-accreditation, and also prefer solution to it. They are on it. But it's unfortunate. The main reason is non-payment of salaries. That is the main reason for this withdrawal of accreditation. But some people will go about and say it's not supposed to be part of it. How do you expect a lecturer who is not paid well to teach well? It's not this thing.
And why are we having this issue of non-payment of salary? Because every year the governor presents the budget to the Abia State House of Assembly for approval, and I'm sure you scrutinize the document and give your approval. I'm sure that is it that you are not giving enough allocation to various agencies that will even cover the salary payment? What exactly is the problem?
The problem is that the government is not responsive. The government is insensitive to the plight of the people. It's as simple as that. The government is very irresponsive to the plight of the people, because you cannot tell me that every month government gets allocation from for both state government and local governments. Allocation is more than enough to take care of some of these recurrent issues in the budget.
So you allocate enough funds, is that what you're saying?
Sure. There is no time the House of Assembly has delayed the passing of the budget of the state government. There is also no time the Abia State government, the Abia House of Assembly has not in any way, say, related well with the executive branch of government. So it has no problem or no this thing. The problem is not from the House of Assembly. The problem is from the executive branch of government that is not really responsive to the yearnings of the people. How can you be in government? How do you even sleep that people that are working for you for months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, they've not been paid? And
did you actually invite the heads of these agencies of government as one of your functions for oversight function?
Sure.
You know, to ask them.
Sure. Once you invite them, the next thing is that you are kicking against the government. You are planning to impeach the government. You are planning to do this. You are planning to. You start to receive calls. You start to receive as if that you are not supposed to do your constitutional functions. The next thing is calls will start coming. Delegations will start coming. Why should you do this? Don't you know this person is your brother. Don't you know this? Let me just give you an instance.
Okay.
When APSU increased their fees, acceptance fees, from 25,000 to 150,000, we saw it as outrageous. We saw it as something that is not proper. I picked the courage and moved that motion on the floor of the House. Immediately after moving that motion on the floor of the House, the next week I had exams in Abia State Law Faculty. I was unable to attend that exam. They said they have called somebody for exam malpractice against me. That is the thing we see in this state. Once you pick something and say, this thing is not right, the next thing is they start to look for a way of victimizing you. That is the problem. That is the reason why you see salaries are not paid. Our people suffer and smile. They won't even those people that have not been paid this salary. I mean the lecturers that are yet to be paid this salary. You will also see them go to endorse one PDP candidate or endorse the other person. They will just be suffering inside their mind. They will also be forced to go and endorse a candidate that is not paying them salaries. So you begin to wonder, are you going to cry more than the bereaved?
So would it be right for anybody to now say that based on the situation that Abia State House of Assembly finds itself today, that you are not independent, a kind of an appendage of the executive?
Well, the House of Assembly is supposed to be an independent branch of government. But I can tell you that we have not really performed our function the way we are supposed to do it because of some of the victimizations that comes from the executive branch of government here and there.
Victimization of members?
Yes. I've given you an example. So many people...
Apart from you, has any of your members experienced this kind of victimization?
Of course. What about Honorable Ichita? The same time I was petitioned to the first CID, he was also petitioned to the first CID. His own is terrorism, that he's sponsoring IPOB, all that, including even Chijoke Chukudem, all the other members. Many members are victimized. Only that some people will be victimized, they will keep quiet. As I speak to you today, Ichita is still facing that petition.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion, and we are looking at issues. Of course, I have the member representing Isialangwa North State Constituency at the Abia State House of Assembly, and the candidate of the Labour Party for Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Ginger Onwusibe. We'll take a breather now. When we come back, we'll look at other issues, specifically politics, and other issues that he may want to react on the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the program. It's still the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion, and my guest has been the member representing Isialangwa North State Constituency at the Abia State House of Assembly and the candidate of the Labour Party for Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Ginger Onwusibe. Thank you so much and welcome back to the program, Honorable. Now let's look at the issue of empowerment. Before one gets into any position, they will be asking, what have you been able to do for your people? And empowerment in this regard can be classified as part of representation for any lawmaker. So tell us, in that regard, what have you been able to do for your people to empower them in various sectors of life?
Thank you very much. Let me at least tell you some of the infrastructure I have put in place, after which I will tell you what I've done to empower my constituents.
Okay.
I have built 3 school blocks. I mean the ones I built by myself. I built a school block at Abai Comprehensive Secondary School, completed and commissioned. I built another one at Ntiopuala Primary School, completed and commissioned. I built another one at Primary School Amapuntea, completed and commissioned. I've also attracted 3 classroom blocks through ASUPEB. One at Ntea Secondary Grammar School, completed and commissioned. Another one at Secondary Technical School, Amapuntea, completed and commissioned. Another one is ongoing at Omoba Primary School in Isialangwa South.
All these are they constituency projects?
The ASUPEP own.
Okay, ASUPEP.
The first ones I mentioned are the ones I funded personally.
Okay.
3 school blocks.
Okay.
I have built 2 health centers and commissioned them. One at Osako Bonfo, another one at Omoha. I mean the ones I did. I have built and commissioned 4 mini stadia. 4. One at Mbause, one at Group School Eziamantea, another one at Ososo, and another one at Umosu. You can go and verify. I've installed more than 150 61 solar powered street lights across Isialangwa North. If you go to Amasan Sulu in Ward 1 at Umogele, you will see street lights there. You come to Ibutu in Omona Sulu Ward 2, you will see the solar powered lights there. You come to Eziala, you will see the solar powered lights there. You come to Nteya Junction, you come to Amoji Junction, you come to Orata Junction, you come to Isialangwa Junction. On this express in the night, when you are going, you will be seeing the lights. You come to Oriama Puntea, you will see the lights. You go to Ihe, you will see the lights there. We have done that. I've also built markets. I built a market at Omwala. I've also built market at Orientia. We have also, sunk boreholes, water projects. I'm talking about things I have done in these 3.5 years of my tenure in the House of Assembly. When it comes to human capacity development, things like empowerment of your constituents, it comes in different ways. I have distributed 20 mini buses. 20 mini buses. When I bought those buses, I bought each at 1 million naira. So it's 20 million. I've distributed that. I've distributed uncountable numbers of motorcycles. We created something we call trade money. Trade money. And we gave out, the list is there. We gave out trade money to 1,600 constituents. Minimum was 10,000, maximum 40,000. We spent 20 million to that effect. We did it through the bank, through Access Bank. You can go and verify. So we have done that too. We have given scholarships. We have given bursary. During the COVID, we brought more than 500 constituent students and gave 20,000 to support them to go back to school. We did that too. I have always distributed fertilizer every year, 1,000 bags of fertilizer. That is to encourage our farmers. We have also distributed some farm inputs, improved cassava stems, improved maize seeds, improved pepper seedlings, tomato seedlings, all those things. We have also done that. Then when you come to also security, we have also encouraged the security of our place by encouraging the vigilante groups across our local government and constituency. I have also introduced school sports, secondary school sports. For the first time in a very long time, secondary schools came together and participated in football competition, and we supported them and did all that.
Now, many of your colleagues at the Abia State House of Assembly, especially those ones in the opposition, they've always complained of lack of funds, especially what you have as constituency project funds. So one will be wondering, where are you getting all this money to fund all these projects you are just enumerated here?
There is no constituency project fund in the Abia State House of Assembly. I have not received any constituency fund. There is none. We don't have constituency money.
Okay, so the executive cannot at some point say, okay, take this one, members to go and do project in your various constituencies.
I have not seen since I came to the House of Assembly.
So where all these projects, it requires money, just like
Yes.
you said, 20 million for mini buses.
That's what I'm saying. There are things I did from my private fund. There are things I did from maybe before I came to the House of Assembly. I have businesses I do. And maybe when I get my allowance too. Let me tell you, since I came to the House of Assembly, I have not bought a car for myself. I have not built any house for myself. I have not bought any. You can go and ask. So I have given back almost 100% of what I got to my people.
Now let's talk politics. The Labour Party, yes, has been around for a while, but in Abia State, when you look around what they call structure, you cannot find them. I don't know about your constituency. Yes, many people believe that you're a grassroots politician, but Labour Party appears not to be grounded, even in your constituency. How do you intend to win election under the platform of the Labour Party, which probably is being driven by your presidential candidate, Peter Obi?
Well, I joined Labour Party before Peter Obi. I went to Labour Party before Peter Obi came in. Peter Obi came into Labour Party 2 weeks after I have joined Labour Party. And why I joined Labour Party was that I just needed a platform to win my election, to contest the election and win. If the Electoral Act had provided for an independent candidate, I would have contested as an independent candidate. But when it comes to structures, I can tell you, I don't know of other local governments, but I can tell you that in Isialangwa North and South, Labour Party is a household name in Isialangwa North and South. It is the party to beat anytime, any day. The structures are there. At least I moved with 95% of my supporters to Labour Party.
And the PDP
Right Honorable Darlington
alive.
Wokocha also moved with 95% of his supporters to Labour Party. He is the member representing Isialangwa North and South at the Federal House. So he's also in Labour Party. So that thing called party is just a name. It's just a name. So the issue of party structure in Isialangwa North and South, even the PDP people are afraid of Labour. They are afraid of Labour. That is why they are doing everything to intimidate Labour Party members. But Labour Party members are very resolute. You know, when you see a party tearing posters, bringing that B-boss, doing that, they are afraid. It's when you see some posters, the person believe it. Know that that person is inconsequential. When you see some B-boss stand maybe 6 months, know that that person is not going anywhere. But each time you see any billboard, people are tearing it, people are pulling it down.
And they attacked your billboard?
Severally. In fact, I said I will no longer put billboards. I will not print posters. Let me show people that you can win election without those things. You can win election without. There is nobody in Isialangwa North that doesn't know me. And there is no part of Isialangwa North I don't have my project. From the time I became chairman till now, there is no part of Isialangwa North you will mention. I will not tell you the project I have done there. No part. No part at all. If not for time, I will start to tell you all the projects I've been mentioning here are projects I did within these 3.5 years. So if I start to mention the ones I did as elected chairman, the ones I did as transition chairman, the ones I did as even a councillor. So there is no part of the local government that I cannot point to you and say, this is a project I have done in this ward, or this is a project I have done in this community. So I can tell you with every sense of responsibility that Labour Party is a household name in Isialangwa North and Isialangwa South, where I am contestant. Then when it comes to the state, I can also tell you that Labour Party is the party to beat. It's simple. Labour Party is just 4 months or 5 months active in Abia State today. You will not compare it with PDP that has been there. You will not compare it with APC and all these other parties. But what wins election for political parties are the candidates of the party, of that party.
I'm talking about candidates. Your governorship candidate, Dr. Alex Otti, in 2015, you never supported him. 2019, you never did. I also remember that you started this issue of zoning of governorship to Umunnato. I remember when you championed that.
Sure.
And when you were in PDP. And so many people were thinking that probably somebody from Umunnato has emerged in PDP. Instead of giving him your support, you left the party. What happened? And now you're pinching your tent with Alex Otti, who you never supported.
Politics is a game of interest. In 2015, we were in PDP. He was not in PDP. And we supported our PDP candidate, which is the present governor. In 2019, he was also not in PDP. We also supported the list. I agree with you. We started the campaign for Umunnato to produce the next governor for equity. And Umunnato comprises of Osisioma, Isialangwa South, and North. Simple. It mustn't come from North. Dr. Alex Otti is from Isialangwa South, and he is part of the Umunnato agenda. So he fits into that agenda. And besides, we have tried politics of clannish sentiments. Clannish this, clannish that. We need to leave that and look at competence, and look at capacity, look at capability. Everything is not, you must not drink poison because it's served with your clan's cup. Maybe this cup is written Amaponteya, and poison is in it, and you give it to me, I will drink because that glass cup comes from my community. No, we need to go beyond that. Abia State needs to shift from where we are to where we can see good governance.
Now, if you're talking about competence and we should leave out clannish politics, so why are you now champion? You started the championing of Umunnato. It should come from your own area. That's your area. That is Umunnato, the governorship candidate. So why didn't you say, okay, let us look at competence?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, listen. When you look at the candidates, the major 4 candidates we have, you cannot remove it that Dr. Alex Otti is the best amongst the 4. He is more competent than any one of the 4. Not minding that he suits into my own ideology of equity. He suits into it. He is also very competent. He has been tested and trusted. For you to have risen from the banking industry to CEO of a bank means that you are competent. You have managed economy. You have the experience to manage the economy of a state. Okay, let us just take, for instance, Anambra. Anambra that P2B governed. After P2B brought Obiano. After Obiano, you can see that Anambra is stable. So we need to have a paradigm shift from what it used to be to what it should be. So when you are talking about issue of zoning, Otti fits in. You are talking about competence. He fits in too. You are talking about party ideology. He's a member of my political party. He's the candidate of my party. So I have every reason to support him.
And some people will be wondering what is his acceptability from that Umunnato axis, because many people believe that he is not from there. He's from Arochukwu. I don't know what the acceptability is like.
Well, I can tell you that he has always done well in Isialangwa South during elections. He has always won all those places. He has always won there. He has also performed. He has things he can show the people. From Mbause before, you cannot drive on that road. It was practically impossible. But today, he has built that road more than 7 kilometers through Eziala, through Monkalago, to Iseketa on a very tight nylon tad. There is no road executed by the state government in either Isialangwa North or South that is up to 2 kilometers at a stretch. But this man has done more than 7 kilometers. Our people are enjoying the road. Then you come to that place, there is solar power street light littered across all those places. You won't believe that that area is a village. You won't believe it. So the people are wiser now. People are very experienced. Let me also tell you, in 2015, I was chairman of Isialangwa North. I oversee the election. In 2011, I was also chairman of Isialangwa North. I oversee the election. I can tell you the voting pattern. People will be shocked with what is going to happen in this election. Because, first of all, there is no incident form again. Secondly, they have removed total number of registered voters and brought it to total number of accredited voters.
Are you now insinuating that there was a kind of manipulation?
I don't want to go there. Those ones are history. I'm not telling you what is going to happen.
Maybe that was why, like you said, your former party won the election. In those
let me also tell you, if you read the Supreme Court judgment on Alex Otti, the appeal court gave Alex Otti judgment and said that Obingwa, what was seen in the card reader for Obingwa was 20-something thousand votes. What was seen in card reader for Osama was about 18,000 votes. Based on that, they say Alex Otti won. They went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court did not counter that particular judgment. What they said is that card reader is not seen in our laws. We don't have card reader enshrined in our constitution or in our electoral act. But today, card reader is now enshrined in our electoral act. So you cannot just come and manufacture votes from anywhere.
So from what you are saying, there may not be manipulation like you had in Isialangwa North.
Is going to no. See, let me also tell you, Isialangwa North has not manipulated the election. That is what people don't know. I'm not talking about Isialangwa South. Isialangwa North in 2015, we did only 18,000 votes. In 2019, we did 19,000. Sorry, in 2015, we did 19,000. In 2019, we did 18,000 votes. That is the pattern of our voting. That is the pattern of our voting. I can tell you that numerous supporters we have will follow us to vote Labour Party. It is clear. Politics is a game of interest. It's a game of voting. Is people vote where they believe that they will gain, their community will gain. People vote to who has been seen, tested, and trusted. It's not by force, because that day you will intimidate people. You will say you must vote here, and when they enter inside, it's not only them there. They will also vote where they want to vote and come out and tell you they are voted for you.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion, and my guest has been the member representing Isialangwa North State Constituency at the Abia State House of Assembly and the Labour Party candidate for Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Ginger Onwusibe. We'll open the phone lines to allow you make your own contributions on the show. But before we do that, please, we must appeal to you to be civil with your contributions on this program. No personal attack, no insult of any kind. Please, let us have a decent conversation. The number is to call at 080-8182-6949 or 08116052949. You can also send your SMS on 090-651-08289. This is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Unica.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, my honorable in the house.
Good morning, my brother.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
My name is Ifeanyi Chilaka. I'm calling from Onitsha here.
Welcome. Go ahead.
I want to agree with you, Honorable, 100% of what you said there. Everybody who knows the truth, when the truth comes, it comes clearly and plainly. The truth remains that you know what politics is all about, and your project, nobody will question it.
Yes, sir.
No member of House of Assembly here in Imo State, I am telling you, can boast of any project you have done in your constituency today. And another thing I want to tell you, I am not a bishop, rather a pastor, but I want to tell you that in time to come, you're going to be the governor of Abia State Market. So that is my own predict.
Okay,
and I finally say, since you choose to be obedient, all what you're going to do in this coming election will be A1 or 2.
Okay, thank you so much, Chilaka. Okay, the numbers again are 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning, good
morning, welcome.
I'm with Kuchokoro from Upper Avenue. Good morning, Honorable Onwusibe.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you. First, I want to commend the present Abia State House of Assembly. In times of oversight function, I think they have done well on that. It's just that series of resolutions that they have passed have not been implemented by the executive. And that is the reason why we see abandoned projects littered across the states. For instance, in my local government, in 2015, the governor started a road project, Chuku local government. He started a road project which is 7 kilometers from Bende to Idimabam. And he started another one, Okobondo Krekabam and Chuku Road. As I speak with you, those 2 projects have been abandoned. What I want, going further, I would like Honorable Onwusibe to maintain the tempo of the oversight function of the present Abia State House of Assembly, for you people to mandate the governor to fund some of these contractors handling these projects across this. I must confess, Honorable Ginger, you have done well for your people, and the 2023 election will mark a new era in Abia State.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, the phenomenal Ginger.
Good morning, my brother.
That is Dimba Joseph. I'm calling from Ohio.
Okay.
You are a native of Isialangwa South.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm happy that you, because the day they said you are no longer a PDP, I thought it's wrong. Some of the things you are speaking. People said Ginger is not a PDP, Ginger is not an issue today, Ginger is an issue. Wherever they want to speak, they'll start with your name. Did your birthday was the time I knew that you have been elevated.
Thank you.
So, Ginger has not been an issue, it has been an issue. They said you are not a factor, you are a factor. They said you are not a movement, you are not a movement. So it's only a for a case. You and God bless you.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you so much for calling us back. Hello, good morning.
Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. Ginger, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
God bless you. My name is Onwusibe Chidebere. Ginger, sorry, I want to ask you 1 or 2 questions, please.
Okay.
Ginika was asking you, you said you've not been given a constituency allowance. Where have you been getting the money? You said you have businesses that you do. Do you want to tell Abian that government have been supporting you in any way, personally, that it has to do with those projects that you said that you've been building? They are going to be supporting you financially. And it has to do with that. That's number 1. Number 2 is this, sir. Yes, I appreciate the fact that you've left PDP to Labour Party. Since 2011 or thereabouts, you're a good man. I appreciate everything as it has to do with you. Now, is it a crime if another person should take over that position that you are looking for you to, allow the youth to come up? Is it a crime?
Okay.
Number 3.
Quickly, I'm
rounding up. I'm rounding up, please. Are you telling us that PDP that brought you into power after 2019 rigged the election that brought you into power? Because with the couple of things that you're saying means there was something. There are some errors that went through when they brought you to. At least telling us that the decision that brought you to the power was somehow fishy. Don't be offended, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable.
Okay, my brother. Let me answer your first question. The projects I did, I have said it time without number, that they are personal projects I funded personally. Government has not given me any contract or any money to execute any project. I repeat, the projects I have mentioned, the 4 mini stadia, the 2 health centers, the street light project, all of them I mentioned, they were all funded personally by Ginger Onwusibe. Government did not approve any of those projects or fund any of those projects. I think that answers that question.
The second one was why you stayed there. Why don't you allow the younger person to take over?
I don't know who is younger in this contest than me. I am the youngest in this contest. In this federal house contest as of today, I am the youngest. So you should tell the PDP candidate to allow the younger person to go.
Then the issue of rigging, said it doesn't mean that...
I have also addressed that. I said we didn't rig election in Isialangwa North. We did not rig election in Isialangwa North while we were in PDP. People voted for PDP because of people like us. And those people are going to vote for Labour Party today because of people like us too.
Okay, let's take this final call. Okay, hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that call. Let's go over to our Facebook page. This one is coming from Martin Uzo. He said, good morning, Honorable Ginger. You said it all. 2023 will usher a new Abia state. We are all obedient this time around. Thank you so much. Ezeka Elvis said, good morning, gentlemen in the studio. It appears every candidate of Labour Party are the people's choice in the forthcoming election. But we should also strive and work towards electing a credible, competent and God-fearing leaders, both state and national level, to avoid regret, negligence and backwardness. God bless our state. Much love, Flu FM. Thank you so much, Ezeka Elvis. Okay, and this one, Richie said, we are solidly behind you, Honorable. Thank you. Uche Onwumelu said, Honorable, I support you. Now to our SMS line. Let's see what we have there. This one said, okay, from Onoha Thompson in Isialangwa. Now he said, it is Nightmare Joe. Okay, I think this one is not from for us. Okay, this one said, good morning, gentlemen. I must say that what our guest has said this morning is good. Congrats, Labour Party, all the way. Thank you so much, Billy from Omar here. This one is coming from Michael. He said, the guy that... Okay. Thank you so much. This one said, good morning, all. Okay, this one is not for us. Honorable, we have to leave the studio now. What's your final take? As I'm sure that you started the normal campaigns and the rest of them. How is it going, and what message are you leaving for Abians, especially those ones from Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency?
Well, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want to tell our Isialangwa North and South people that the major candidates, the 2 major candidates contesting this election, we have been in government for quite some time. When we come to campaign, ask us what we have done and what we are going to do. We have gone beyond the era of I will do, I will do. We are now in the era of I have done, I have done. I believe that Isialangwa North and South people are wiser now to vote for Ginger Onwusibe, and I want to tell them and I reassure them that it's going to be better days ahead. Thank you.
Well, that is it here from the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. And I have been speaking with the chairman, House Committee on Works and Project Monitoring, the member representing Isialangwa North State Constituency, and the Labour Party candidate for Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Ginger Onwusibe. Thank you so much, Honorable, for coming on the program this morning.
Thank you very much.
And to all of you who called in and who sent in your SMS, thank you so much. May God bless you. Wizzy and Ben, thank you so much. To my producer, Samson Eze, God bless you. You're doing great. And Stanko and Nedu, thank you so much. My name is Ginika Olwaha. All we are here for is to make sure that Abia gets better. We'll do that, hopefully. God's great. Okay, I'll see you again next week on Monday, but the show returns on Friday at 10 a.m. The platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Good.